Nice shot, lovely shot, beautifully played through square leg by Smith to get him off the mark.
Good shot by Devon Smith, and this is good batting. Left the ball well alone whenever it was wide of off stump, forcing Jason Gillespie to bowl a bit straighter. Just to try to correct his line, Jason Gillespie, having so many balls being left up wide of off stump, and perhaps bowled a fraction too straight.
There's a lot of cricket left in this game, 190 overs approximately. It's a lot of overs to be trying to block out a draw. West Indies openers doing a good job though at the moment. I know they're not scoring, but by the same token, the longer the Australians go without a wicket, the more frustrated they will get, and the more they will try different things, which could play into the hands of the West Indies batsmen.
In the air, that's 6. What a shot. That is a flat straight hit for 6. There have been some shackles on for a while, but McGill's half volley, a very, very good shot from the opening batsman, who smashed it back over his head.
Tremendous shot from Chris Gale. Full half volley from Stuart McGill. Chris Gale has absolutely thumped that straight.
And very Matthew Haydenish, aggressive sweep. A lot of players just sweep, but Hayden in particular is a really aggressive sweeper, and Smith on that occasion made up his mind to really smack it.
All of a sudden the scoreboard's ticking over. Devon Smith getting a ball on leg stump. Typical left-hander sweep shot.
Good shot from Devon Smith. As Stuart McGill is after, it'll be touch and go as to whether he pulls it back. The ball wins. Classical off drive from Devon Smith.
Well, it was a good shot. Just lean on this ball. Seen him play some beautiful cover drives in previous games. On the rise. No worries for him. Straight through the gap.
That is quick. That certainly is nasty. Not in a bad way. That's very hostile from Brett Lee. Well, he's worked himself up, Jeff. That is quick. That certainly is nasty. Not in a bad way. That's very hostile from Brett Lee. Well, he's worked himself up, Jeff.
This one seemed to jump off the pitch. We saw the odd one or two has gone through the top. Yeah, I think he might be intimating about the light here a little. Might have exploded through the pitch that one. It seemed to jump, and it definitely did. There's a chunk come out. That's not normal bounce.
Don't want this happening to you at 90 miles plus per hour and fading light. Very quick. 150 kilometers per hour. That might encourage umpire Shepherd to have a conversation with the square leg umpire very soon.
Just good bowling. That one seamed away too. A little bit of cut off the pitch. Now that's more than normal bounce. Just past that outside edge.
Very hostile stuff from Brett Lee. Turned away well. McGill has some work to do on fields. Badly lined from Brett Lee. Chris Gale just using the pace.
Yeah, this one didn't come out well. Gale watched it. Just tickles it around the corner. Just sort of fell away with that one a touch. And it was pretty well played by Gale. Didn't try to overhit it, just using the pace of the bowler there. McGill tried well down at fine neck, but never a chance.
Gale. He's hit it straight to mid-on. He tried the shot earlier, and he goes without adding to his overnight score, and that's an early breakthrough for Australia and a big blow for the West Indies. Poor shot by Gale.
Well, that's not what the West Indies wanted, it's what the Aussies wanted, but Gale there in 6s and 7s against the bouncer. Just saying that he was so reluctant yesterday to play this shot, left him alone, and now here this morning fancied his chances, never really got on to one, and then that one there just popped it straight to mid-on.
And gone. So 2 wickets going very early on, and once again Gillespie gets Smith. He's troubled him throughout the series so far. He's taken his wicket several times and does so again to a catch at the wicket. And the West Indies have lost both openers very quickly this morning.
Yeah, Smith got a bit defensive here. Another short ball there. Could have left that one alone. Had to spar at that one. I think it actually exploded a little bit off the pitch there. Nice bowling from Gillespie around the wicket. Forced him into playing at the ball there and just got a simple edge through to Gilchrist.
Didn't quite get it. And Steve will do well fielding if he hits it close. In fact, if he hit, he may have been out by the reaction of the Australians. Brilliant piece of fielding by Steve Waugh.
I think he would have been out. He's not the quickest mover, Darren Ganga. He would have been out. It didn't miss by much. He got the line right on the throw of Steve Waugh. It's just a little bubble that sent it over the top of the stumps.
Lovely shot. He does play that shot well. A small man and comes up to waist high, but he's able to get up on his toes and slash it past the point. He does that very, very well. It's one of his favourite shots, and he hits it well.
Very good shot. He was in perfect position. The balance was good to play this. Was in the air for some time. There's a huge gap between point and cover.
Gee, that had a bit of oomph in it as well. That's the Bickle strength. He may well just be a medium pacer, but he has this bustling ability to hit the seam and just get that extra bounce.
Perfect seam position, as you said. I think that's one of his great skills, in that you'll get some scoring opportunities and then you get one of these extra bounce, a little bit of movement.
Lovely shot again. Probably a better shot than the first one, more of a genuine cut shot.
Great strength of Brian Lara, the cut shot. 2 boundaries in the over. Kept it down. More in control of that one. Got on top of the bounce well.
That's well bowled, and he's gone. In swinging Yorker. Clubbing front.
Can't ride off the champion bowler, Glenn McGrath. When you least expect him to get a wicket, he will come up with the goods. Magnificent delivery, Glenn McGrath.
And that third centre partnership won't be seen in this series.
And swinging Yorker from Glenn McGrath. Traps Darringanga right in front of off stump, hitting middle stump. No doubt about that. Superb piece of bowling from Glenn McGrath. David Shepherd agrees with Glenn McGrath's appeal there.
There's been absolutely nothing to hit. He'll get 4 off the bottom edge here. But I just feel all the way through that the West Indies are vulnerable. Even Lara doesn't look to be in command. Just the bottom edge of the bat, outside bottom. That's a fine shot. He's very strong on the cut shot, and that's magnificently played. A little relief there for the West Indies.
Lovely shot, just showing what a range of shots he does have. Beautifully played. Rolled the wrist, got over the ball, and it went through the gap. So when the loose ball comes along, they've got to hit it to the boundary.
Well, And that's a lovely on drive. Just a push and goes for 4. Nice timing from Sarwan.
We spoke about his technique, and you don't play an on drive any better than that. Slowish half volley, full face to the bat, beautifully played, and Jason Gillespie, who's at wide mid on, just went and fetched the ball.
That's going straight down the ground. Got to the pitch and locked it right over the fence, Brian Lara. So a 6 coming off the last, delivering that over. It's 117 for 3.
And Brian Lara does tend to take the attack to Stuart McGill, has done so with success in this series. Good use of the feet. He's hitting with the turn. Safe shot. Mid-off and mid-off up.
That's a good shot. That will go all the way. No protection out there for Sarwan. There is one for Lara, but no protection there for Sarwan.
It's just a long up from Steve Waugh. There for the taking. Sarwan did that.
Well, there's no fielder down there. Any of them take that catch, it's still 6.
I think Brian Lara has dominated Stuart McGill a fair bit, and that's why we didn't see Stuart McGill bowl a great deal in the first innings when Brian Lara was on the go. That's just as good as the 6 he hit previously.
That's gone even further. I hope those cars are well insured. That has brought up Brian Lara's half century.
It's almost as though he took it as a disrespect that the back pad came out. Because the previous one went a fair distance, and this one has gone even further.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to play that shot all through. Gets through Member Graham this occasion, but it seems as if Lara and Sarwan is quite intent on playing those pull shots and hook shots. That one didn't bounce very high, though.
It's a terrible delivery. It has to be put away. It's been a mixed bag from Steve Waugh. 2 straight and leg stump too often. That one, no, it was misfielded. Just asked for it.
Well played. Found the gap on the offside this time. Another boundary.
Authentic drive from Lara and Sarwan. 2 boundaries in the over. Very good shot. Got that front knee bent and leant into the ball.
Well played. He won't catch that, Jason Gillespie. That's another boundary to Brian Lara.
There goes Lara, magnificent through extra cover for 4 this time. Getting to the pitch of the ball and playing that flourishing extra cover drive, which is one of his trademarks.
Well, he's got the John Daly backswing. I don't think he's trying to hit it to the fence. I think he's trying to knock the fence over. That's slow motion. It's got like a bullet past Langer.
Beautifully bowled. This is a very, very good spell by Bickle. Putting everything into it. In the end, Sarwan did well to get out of it.
Well, I think it might have, I'm not sure if that exploded on the pitch a little. It certainly did in Sarwan's eyes.
Went to hit him for another 6. Lara's got his middle stump knocked back by McGill. That's the big breakthrough for Australia. And Stuart McGill has got his revenge as Lara went for another big one and missed.
Well, won't Stuart McGill be happy having that one? Lara won't. It was a perfect delivery. Left him short, left him reaching for the ball, spun back through the gap, and it's hit right on the middle stump. Lara trying to hit him out of the ground again. Just watch this. Spun it beautifully, dropped short of him there, back through the gate. Oh, it's just got the top of that stump too, but Stuart McGill, he's got his revenge. Look at it there from front on. Beautiful delivery there. Not what you'd call a very good shot from Brian Lara. Wrong one to go for. Huge wicket for the Aussies. 165 for 4.
He's clobbered that. Chanderpaul goes for 4. Come out with aggressive intent, Chanderpaul. Looks to me as if it was the Chanderpaul who got that 100 off 69 deliveries in the first Test match.
Yeah, he's been positive in this series in the starts that he has got. And we went on with it where we saw that quick-fire century.
Got away well by Sarwan. That will run into the fence. Darren Lehman won't catch that.
Good place with the ball, always going away from the point fieldsman. Great thing about cutting with the spin. Ball goes clockwise, and Darren Lehman just couldn't get there at the start. And once he missed the first chance to get it, which was about there as it started to curve away.
He just slapped that back past Stuart McGill. Hit with a lot of power.
Nice words in. The slap is exactly what he did there. It wasn't a cover drive, a straight drive. It was like having a bat and your little son's being naughty and you slapped him on the bottom.
More runs. And he's gone away. Darren Lehman too slow once again. 54-rounder is Sarwan. 16th half century in Test match cricket. Bounce. Struck him on the hand. I'm not quite sure whether it's the same hand that was injured in taking the catch, but it's a painful blow. Do you see the fingers, the hand trembling? Edged and gone past Martin Love and slipped. Very late to react. Reputation of being a very good slip catcher, Martin Love. Let's wonder if this carried.
He certainly is that, and you're right, he didn't react quite late. Well, Chanderpaul got in a position and then steered it down that way. And that's what he did. And maybe just wide and just short, maybe. Yeah, just a bit too wide for Martin Love. But that is how you give slips catching when you've got a bat in your hand. First ball McGrath. Around the wicket, he got the outside edge, although it was helped by Chanderpaul chasing it.
Got it through. There's no extra cover. Brings up the 200 for the West Indies. It's 203 for 4. And this is the shot that brought up the 200 for the West Indies. No extra cover. He had been placed at city mid off. Previous delivery. Beat him. Gone through again.
Boundaries in 3 balls for the West Indies. This ball short and wide. Just beating Stuart McGill at backward point. Beautifully weighted for by Lara and Sarwan. Matter of finding the gap, which he did do quite easily.
Must be careful here. Now, a very good throw. That's 5 runs. Full toss. That will go all the way as well. This is proving to be a very expensive over. Already 13 runs off the first 5 deliveries.
just got it slightly over-pitched, and Lara and Chanderpaul put it away. Expensive 4 or 5 balls for the Australians.
Through the gap. Not dissimilar to his dismissal in Barbados, or the one that fell short of love earlier on.
He needs to be careful there, Lara and Chanderpaul. That one was played with probably more control and a bit more conviction in the shot. Seemed to know where he was hitting it and hit it in the gap. Wants to be careful though.
Very powerfully hit. Made that look easy, Chanderpaul.
It's excellent batting by Lara and Chanderpaul, not worrying about the fact that there's 2 balls to a tee. If the ball's there to hit it, let's hit it.
Long hop. Put away for 4. He just had so much time ready to just look around the field and say, well, where should I hit this one?
Yes, it's slowest bounce. We said that before, the occasional little kick. That one, not a good ball from Stuart McGill. Sarwan's quick at his feet. Oh, he's been quiet for a while, Glenn McGrath. That'll be 4. That's a good response there from Chanderpaul.
These 2 Guyanese out there on the Guyana flag flying on this boundary.
Dangerous shot, but he played it pretty well, didn't he?
Lovely shot, magnificent shot. And on drive, that's one of the prettiest shots in the game and prettily played.
Well, it was. One of the people may say it's risky to McGill, but if you get to the pitch of the ball, it's not going to be too much risk in it. Let's have a look. Right on. Out with foot marks, but he half-volleyed it.
Hit that pretty well. And that's going to go all the way. That's a good hook shot. Hooked it down this time. So perhaps he's been working on that. It's quite often hooks up, and now he rolled his wrist, got right over it.
Yeah, McGrath isn't really ripping him through. This could be setting him up to hopefully have a go at the next 2 that come on that are much quicker. Let him have a go at that, get that one away. That, you know, that might be good and bad.
Yeah. And he's got it through. Again, that long boundary. A chaser for Langer. He won't get there this time. So Sarwan goes to 90.
Yeah, another good shot there from Sarwan. Just too short for McGill. All the time in the world to get that away. Well, it wasn't too short, was it? Just the width on it there he worked on. Straight through the gap there at point.
Gone through for 4 more. Sarwan moves to 94. Ends the over at 262 for 4. Pulled away, first ball from Gillespie. Raises a 100 partnership between these 2. Bad delivery and put away by Chanderpaul.
Yes, that's brought up the 100 partnership. Just off 138 deliveries. Good shot, that one, Chanderpaul. He's been a good puller. Well, that figure to win with all these boundaries is coming down rapidly now. Just 152 required. Plenty of time left. Plenty of wickets left too at the moment.
He's pulled that away, and that'll go for 4 more. That's his 50. Lara and Sarwan has come back with injured finger and all, and got a very good half-century as the West Indies move on to 272 for 4. Half-century off just 73 deliveries. That's his 9th 4.
And he's gone for it. He's hit it 2 bounces into the fence at mid-wicket off Brett Lee. Sarwan and Sarwan has been under pressure verbally from the Australians, goes to 98. And he has brought the crowd to their feet, both sections of the crowd.
Best way to answer it for Sarwan.
51 from 75 is not, but this is the man that has copped it all and done it well. 100. What a moment for Sarwan. He has put up with it all. He has scored 100 against the best side in the world, the best bowling attack in world cricket. We'll get the applause from the Australians as well, so very good of the Australians. There's been a lot of verbal stuff between both sides, but acknowledgement from everybody. Curtly Ambrose and Sarwan, his second Test 100. And, well, the sportsmanship is there when it has to be there, and that is probably the most important visual moment of the day.
It is very much so. Fantastic innings against the best team in world cricket. We spoke this morning about maybe seeing someone else assume the mantle of leading batsman in the West Indies team. Lara has carried it for a number of years. Just maybe now is the time that Sarwan will assume that responsibility. Vice captain of the team as well. And it's brought out the best in him in this Test match.
Kicked away 4. So the Australian bowlers are being given a mauling.
None of the head from Steve Boy. He's been shaking his head for the last 3 or 4 overs. Because Chanderpaul and Sarwan has literally taken the initiative away from the Australian bowlers at this point. Clipped away off leg stump. Easy runs for Chanderpaul.
So a lot to play for both sides. He slashed it over the top of gully. 2 bounces into the fence, 4.
I think a few more people around the ground are starting to believe this is possible for the West Indies. He's given a bit of room and he went at it hard. That was the positive note about that shot. There was no half-hearted effort about it. Literally flew off the outside half of the bat. Fantastic shot again from Sarwan.
Steve Ball trying just to calm his men down. Just to get a ball line and length. What an hour of cricket this has been. He's gone again, it's in the air, and that's a bad shot, and Lee's got him. Lee and McGrath must have worked it out, because Lee's gone straight to McGrath and said, thank you very much, Glenn. So they set it up, and on 105, we made the point. Shot selection was the most important issue, and he's made a poor shot selection. The hook shots brought him undone yet again.
That's right. And a little bit of ambivalence, simply because he played a great innings. But the hook shot is not his forte, it's not his strength. Played one to get to 99, and Lee accepts it gleefully. Finally a caught on board for Brett Lee as well. Australia back in the hunt. Doors are open once again. Sarwan, well played, 105, 288 for 5.
Lee with a wicket under his belt. And the brand new ball, and he's hit it. He's hit his arm. Where's it hit? Where's it hit? David Shepherd's. They're asking him, he's out. Brett Lee's on a hat-trick. Lee charged in, and really Jenkins couldn't cope with the pace. We saw him get tangled up in the first inning with shortish deliveries, and he has done exactly the same in the second. So Australia have just turned the wheel back into them.
1 brings 2. Whitley Jacobs is not convinced that this has come off the bat or the glove. The Australians were absolutely convinced. West Indian fans are stunned, because once again Australia pushed themselves out in front in this Test match. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Let's have a look at what this hits. Nowhere near the glove, nowhere near the bat. Off the elbow of Ridley Jacobs. Not a good decision by umpire Shepherd. Jacobs cannot believe it. He's gone for naught. 288 for 6.
So Lee, the chance for an Australian hat-trick. 3 sips in the gully bat pack. Punches it past. Vic will do the chasing. They'll get a couple of runs. And they'll look for 3 to get Chanderpaul back on strike, but unable to.
Overslip, just evading the gully. That will go to the boundary. That brings up the 300 for the West Indies.
Always a chance with the second new ball that one might lift. Murray Banks didn't know much about that one from Jason Gillespie, but fortunately the pace of the delivery and the shoulder of the bat meant that the ball carried safely over Andy Bickle's outstretched hands.
Runs. Lara and Chanderpaul says, I won't be moving. I need my energy for a bit later on.
Excellent shot from Murray Banks. Not the easiest shot to play, the on drive. Had his weight slightly back, but played straight and hit through the line of the ball. Not sure Brett Lee will be pitching too many more deliveries up to Murray Banks after that shot.
Cut away and gone for 4. Lovely placement. Brett Lee in the middle of a spell doing the bowling. And the West Indies now need 100 to win.
Good back foot play, Lara and Chanderpaul, a very strong square of the wicket. Waits for it, deep in his crease. No chance for Andy Bickle, and no third man in place.
He's played the hook shot, and it's gone all the way for 6. He got into position early, and he's caught, but that doesn't count. Because his man is over the fence.
That's outstanding stuff. Just thought with the natural eye that Lara and Chanderpaul didn't follow through with the shot. They're just a short arm jab. And that has gone a long way. Second new ball coming off the bat with some velocity.
Straight on drive for 4. 14 runs from the Gillespie over. And the only person who might be annoyed about this, apart from the Australians, is Lara and Sarwan, who got out to a hook shot. 90 to win, 328 for 6.
Good crisp on drive by Chanderpaul. Strong bottom-handed player. Just closes the face of the bat on contact. Another player might have driven that down the offside, not Chanderpaul.
Well played. Just a 20-year-old man in his second test match, and he has shown great restraint, great application, and a good technique. Just saw the Anguillan flag. First test player from Anguilla, the Orange Dolphins. Full toss, and as he got it past, he has 4 runs, 84 to win.
Here at this shot is a big stride to get it on the full. McGill aiming for the rough once again. Look at the length of the stride and just stroking it.
And 4 runs. That's the gap that is there. It's there for the cut shot, not for the wide half volley that can be hit through there easily. So the 50 partnership, Banks has made 21 of them. Chanderpaul goes to 83.
Batting like a man possessed. Get the feeling that Stuart McGill wants to bowl at Murray Banks, and he's not being allowed to. Pressure being put back on out of the rough. That was hit by Chanderpaul. Very focused.
swish and a miss. So Lara and Chanderpaul looks to the skies. It's 3:40 for 6. Over the top. That should go a long way towards the boundary. Brett Lee is quick, but he's not that quick.
At first, I thought it was a near chance. Looked like it was almost going to lob to Brett Lee. Obviously, he had a bit more on it than what it looked to the eye. Not impressed, is he, Steve Waugh? Trying to work something out here. Full toss. Didn't get it quite right, but got plenty on it. Seemed to have top spin on.
Full toss again. Didn't quite get hold of it, Lara and Chanderpaul, but it may go all the way. It still goes all the way.
Bad delivery from McGill. Just shows you what happens. Australians had a new ball, pressure back on the West Indies. A couple of wickets fell, then runs started coming. Now, who's got the pressure on? The fielders have.
Pulled that very hard as well, Chanderpaul. Another boundary. Moves on to 98 with that shot, Lara and Chanderpaul.
Well, geez, just hitting him better and better. This over the full tosses, he miss it. And now he's got that long hop and he's really smashed that through mid-wicket. Bad over here from Stuart McGill. 10 off, 4 deliveries so far.
Over bowled. 360 for 6. Just 3 to go. That's his 100.
Well, there it is. The crowd erupts. That's his wife. That is Larry. And everybody here in this crowd, the Australians, all the locals, absolutely enthralled with today's cricket. Chanderpaul, he just snuck up on this 100. Sarwan was in there this afternoon, blazing away. Chanderpaul was the quiet achiever, and then he took over from that role, and this has been a top 100 from him. That's his 8th Test century so far, and a very, very important one.
That's powerfully hit. That's 4.
Well, very good shot. Stuart McGill has proved not the answer here for the captain. Very costly. Well, you'd think he was going to hit that one on the offside. Instead, it goes down the onside.
Down, Chanderpaul goes. Big breakthrough for Australia. Is that the match? Chanderpaul has added 1. Wonderful innings yesterday. Ended today with the addition of only 1 run. Gilchrist takes the catch. Thick edge. Glum faces for West Indians, but it isn't over yet. It's 372 for 7. Still 46 more to get.
Disappointment there for Chanderpaul. This ball, I think, has got to be wide, just by the way he looked like he played at it. Certainly has just moved off the pitch a little. Good low-down catch there from Gilchrist. Now that's a huge wicket for the Aussies. He's the man they wanted to remove. It's going to be difficult now for the West Indies. A lot of pressure on the tail. 372 for 7.
Screamer. Absolute screamer. Drakes did well. Rocked his head back. And then it's the land of the limbo dance.
I was going to say, lucky as a West Indian, the limbo come in handy here. Feet stay anchored. Zoom. Did really well. Made sure he dropped the hands and bat out the way.
Flicked away. There are 2 men there, but it may go between the 2 of them. It has. The first boundary of the morning between Gillespie and McGill. The attempted Yorker strained down leg side and flicked away nicely in between the 2 men who are out there for the hook shot. So a boundary, and it's down to 36.
this is where he's strong, Basman Driggs. Probably looking for the LBW decision as well. Driggs has been LBW a couple of times in the series, just inside half of the bat with the late movement. And the extra piece of Bretley bisecting the two fielders on the leg side.
Slashed away again. It's going through the covers. Will it get to the fence? It will. 4 runs. Bickle doing the chasing. In the end, he got himself in a bit of a tangle and had to dive the same way the ball was going. Misread his jump. And another boundary. It's under 30 to win. 28 to win.
Super shot from Omari Banks. Staying within his positive stroke play. First boundary of the morning for him. No chance for Andy Bickle. Short side of the ground, downhill.
Cut shot past the man at Gully and Hayden. Did he get a hand to it? Will it go for 4? It's being pursued vigorously. 4 runs. It went quite sharply past Hayden's right-hand side. And I think the ball actually got past him before he actually closed his hands. So not a chance. But an invaluable boundary down to 23.
He went hard at it. That was the key. He went hard and it flew off. He took a brilliant catch to dismiss Brian Lara and Trinidad Matthew Hayden. Just might be a costly half chance.
Big shout from plenty of people around the bat. Big shout, long stride. And the turning cricket ball cost McGill the chance.
Something looked as though he got outside the line of off stump. Yeah, seemed to be the flipper. That he was playing a shot and struck outside the line of off stump. So quite rightly not given out.
He's gone for it. The man's up. Will it go for 6? Will it go for 6? Yes, it will. The top of the grandstand. So against the leg spinner McGill, it wasn't quite a half volley, but it nearly went 2 parishes away. It was stopped by the top of the grandstand. That is a massive blow, and it's down to 16 with 3 wickets in hand.
Absolutely fantastic shot from Basman Driggs. He's been very, very positive in this innings. This is huge.
2 men out for the hook shot. Driggs has played it unsuccessfully a couple of times this morning. There it is again. On that occasion, he let it go.
It's going to be hard to hook that, isn't it? This is what you like to see, the action with the bat and the ball, not too much in terms of verbals. Brilliant line of the delivery. Over middle stump. Last throw of the dice really by the Australians. 15 runs left.
4 runs over the top of the stumps. 4 runs down to 10 runs to win, 12 runs to win. So you need some luck. Gillespie's not getting it. Drake's on 23, Banks on 40, and that ends the over at 407 for 7 as Drinks come onto the oval. So the West Indies need just 11 runs for this historic victory. Australia still need 3 wickets. 407 for 7. What a day's cricket.
French cut. Maybe this is a shot that just takes all the wind out of the sails of the Australians. Fortune going the way of the West Indies on this occasion. And you cannot begrudge them. They deserve some ill luck.
9 runs for the West Indies to set another world record, the highest total chased in the 4th innings, and successfully getting there. And that knocked the leg back, but it's going a long way. We wait on umpire Shepherd. It gets to the boundary now. It's runs. 4 more runs to Omari Banks. That moves him on to 46, and the West Indies creep yet closer. A handful of runs required.
Doesn't matter how you get them off the inside edge, the middle of the bat. Full toss from Stuart McGill and Omari Banks. Got an inside edge. Raced away fine down to fine leg. There's no one there.
Full toss. Didn't quite get hold of it, Amar Banks, just a single. Now just a boundary required by the West Indies.
Well, what a moment. The crowd have gone on their feet. There's nobody sitting who support the West Indies. They are up there as they should be. They came in early this morning hoping and praying for this situation to get down to a chance to win the match. They lost Chanderpaul very early in the day, and yet the emotion is still there. A chance to win this game, a chance to set some fabulous history after being thrashed in the first 3 test matches. 2 inexperienced men at the crease.
Amar Banks says no run there. He won't be taking any chances at this stage. Spear of thought from Mervyn Dillon in the dressing room. He's next in. That's powerful hit, and that's it. The West Indies have won. Basper Drakes has hit the winning run, and what a win for the West Indies. Set a target of 418. A world record victory this by the West Indies. The biggest total ever chased in the 4th innings to achieve victory. Brian Lara is happy. The West Indies are very happy. And why shouldn't they be? It's a magnificent victory.
And done without Brian Lara's great contribution. He made 60, very important 60, but he was out a long time ago. And with all the drama that occurred yesterday, all the confrontation, there's great spirit between these two sides. And what a moment for Test cricket. 1948, 1976 and 2003. The only 3 occasions that a side has chased 400 in the last innings and won a Test match. And what a moment for West Indian cricket. As Mark Raw said, a great fillip for them. The 2 captains together. And what a moment for West Indies. 3-0, a thrashing, and then they bowled Australia out for 240 and kept themselves in the game.
This is what Test cricket's all about. When you play the game, you dream of being involved in these sorts of games. Spectators dream of their country winning these sorts of games. Basper Drakes, Amari Banks, at the tender age of 20, has steered the West Indies to one of the greatest victories in Test cricket.
Came to the party when they were well needed, these two. Curtly Ambrose must also be a very proud man. Just recently retired, and he must be very happy to see that these 2 young men, well, 1 young man as far as age is concerned, 2 young men as far as experience is concerned, have done the job. Their best returns. Basper Drakes, 27, his highest score in this form of the game, the highest level Test match cricket. And of course, Amari Banks, 47. Didn't get to his half century, but I don't think he'll be worried about that. Partnership of 46 between the both of them, and a very good victory. Australian manager, and of course the rest of the Australian contingent coming out and also congratulating the Australian team. It takes 2 teams to make a very good Test match. And although the West Indies are victors, they had a very tough fight against the Aussies.